Remember what I told you. Be your own boss. Love yourself. Get up and dance. Level up. 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 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up. 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 All this stuff is so yummy. All this stuff is so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up. 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 All this stuff is so yummy. All this stuff is so yummy. No, you want this.
Is he dead?
I'm grinding, I'm shining, up on my way. They gotta never settle. This kid is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me as a prayer, nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. All this sounds so level, on another level, elevate your level, level, graduate your level. There's no one on it, nah, nah, nah. Hey, level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up.
Huh? He's in on it.
Sauce so yummy, know you want this yummy all in your tummy. Hello, 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 everybody. Hope everybody is good and has oh, hang on, I've gone. Right, hang on. So, I hope everyone's good and had a good day. Right, let me just hang on. Let me put you back on gallery view. So, hope everyone. Right, I hope everyone's all right and had a good day. I'm just gonna send you there. So this recording, I've set it to like automatic record this time. So thank you for being here. This is obviously our show up to shine training this week. I've done it this way, so then at the end, if anyone wants to answer any, ask any questions or anything like that, obviously we're all here together. If at any point, you know, anything I'm speaking about and you want to unmute yourself and jump on, please feel free. Again, I want to keep it really informal. But basically, on Saturday, I spent 4 hours on a Zoom with James Lavelle and 4 other guest speakers and 400 other, not everybody was in network marketing, but businessmen and women mostly from the network marketing field, but from other kind of business areas as well. And I have actually signed up for him to be my mentor for this year. That was always something I said I wanted to do when I hit SSD. I was going to have a mentor just to kind of take me to that next level, and everything that I learn is obviously to feed back into you guys. So I have literally taken pages and pages and pages of notes. But what I spent 4 hours learning on Saturday, I'm obviously going to try and condense down into, you know, hopefully not longer than an hour. But feel free, like if you need to go, if you need to come back, whatever. I am recording and it will all be here. So obviously the title of this live of this training is Level Up. So that's level up your life and business in 2021 and beyond, because everything that I'm about to talk about, like, yes, it's relevant to your Scentsy business, but it's like relevant to like life in general as well. And it is a study that he went off to America and spent time, and basically it's habits and performance habits and things that basically high achieving people in life that are high achievers, you know, characteristics that they possess, and everything that he kind of obviously fed down into us. So success is 80% psychology and 20% strategy. So what that means is, when we talk about mindset, 80% of your business, 80% of success in your business is not what products we have, is not what products we have available, it's not what's on the way. It's 80% of the success that comes in your business is all in your mind. It's how you're going to deal with situations, it's how you're going to perceive things, it's how you're going to implement that, because you decide, because you make a decision. So it's success is 80% psychology and 20% strategy. So yes, obviously the strategies are important, but your mindset is the core of everything that you do. And things are going to happen in life. You know, you're going to be met with challenges. If everything was like smooth sailing all the time, you'd never grow as a person. You'd never learn from it. And he used a quote which really resonated. He said, "When things are happening in life, life is happening for you, not to you. So when things go wrong, you know, you could be like, oh, woe is me. Like, why does that happen to me? Why do things always go wrong? You need to flip that on its head and think, right, okay, well, how am I going to learn from this? What am I going to take from this?" And at times in your life when you feel like things are all falling apart, they're actually falling apart so they can come back together stronger. So you know, one of the mindset strategies that you know, to move forward in your business is, rather than thinking, you know, why is this happening? Life is happening for you, not to you, because it's going to make you grow and it's going to make you stronger as a person. Things are all happening in your life to bring you into the person that you're supposed to be. So he led with honor the struggle. You couldn't be a stronger person if you didn't have struggles in life. You couldn't be a strong entrepreneur if you didn't have struggles in your business. Nobody's business, not one person in Scentsy has never had something they've had to overcome. And that's what makes you a stronger consultant. Okay. So what you need to think about is, what is the purpose in your business? What do you want to achieve in your business? The core of network marketing is to share possibilities. It's all about sharing. It's not about selling. It's about sharing the opportunities that we have and the products that we have, and to keep it simple. Okay, it's really, really important to keep it simple and to not overthink things and to not worry and, like I said, let your mind get caught up with all those external sources, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So, you know, within network marketing, it's to share possibilities, share simplicity, to have an impact on people. To have success in network marketing, you need to have an impact on people, whether that's, you know, through, so basically never let people leave you without feeling something. So they should, after, whether that's a conversation with you or, you know, if they've had a meeting with you, which obviously we can't do at the minute, or a phone call or a text, always leave the feeling of wanting to come back for more. That is how you have success in network marketing. You have an impact on people.
Why am I coming up there then?
To be, I'm sorry. It's to be inspiring. The way to grow in your business is to be passionate and excited and inspire other people. You want to inspire people to want to share possibilities, share the simplicity, and to make an impact on people. And it's all the different jigsaw pieces of network marketing. It's all part of the beautiful jigsaw that then you reach back into your business and you do the same for people that you sponsor. And then they reach back into their business and they do the same for people that they sponsor and their customers. And it's the same. And then it all just blends in and merges in together. So share simplicity, share possibilities, make an impact on people through your words, through the way, you know, through the way you give your customer service, through the way you give recognition to your teamies. And also a really, really important factor in network marketing is to know your worth, or in business in general, is to know your worth. Know that you are totally worthy of everything. So obviously this is relevant to life as well. Everything that you want, everything that you desire in your life, you are totally worthy of having it. You know, Are we all right? I think he's all right. He's got the reality of working parent life. So anything that you desire, whatever you want, wherever you want Scentsy to take you, you are totally 100% worthy of having that. And there's like preconditioned thoughts in our mind that, you know, to think that, well, I'm never going to have that, and you know, they only have that because of that. You are totally worthy of everything that you want your Scentsy business to become. You just have to believe in yourself and believe that you're worthy. And when you do, it will just open up this magical journey that you will go on. Okay. How do you get what you want in life and in your business if you don't know what that is? And that is why it's so important to set goals. If you don't know what you want, how are you ever going to get it? People might think goal setting is a little bit airy-fairy and like, why do I want to? People who set goals are 40% more likely to achieve them. If you write them down, you put them out into the world, it's statistically, if you make, because then you're making yourself accountable, not just to you, but if you say them out loud to somebody else, it's like 42% more likely to achieve them. Because if you don't know what you want, how are you ever going to achieve it? So it's so important to really focus on what's important to you and what means things to you, and not just as in, oh, I want to do that because I want to buy that handbag, you know, oh, I want to earn more money. Like, why do you want to earn more money? How would that impact your life? You need to keep asking questions. So not just, this is my why, this is my family. Why is it important to you? How would it impact your life if you could earn more of an income? And just every question that you ask, keep asking why. Why is that important? And then you'll get down to the real core of why you are doing this. And it's such an important exercise. And when you actually know your real emotional connection to why you are running your Scentsy business, it's an absolute game changer, because then you've got an emotional connection, not just because, like I say, I want to buy that handbag. Designer handbags are amazing. I'm not saying they're not, but one of the things that one of the speakers talked about, Marcella Birch, her name was, she's in network marketing. She's 24, she's a millionaire. And she said, you know, I've had people tell me that I'm shallow, that I'm, you know, all the things that are associated with money. And she said, you know what, I totally own the fact that I am proud of my success. And she said, but it's not about the money, and it's not about the material things. It's about what that embodies. She said, it's about the feeling of empowerment, that actually, if I do want that designer handbag, I can go and buy it for myself, and I don't have to rely on somebody. And you know, she was single, and she said, any man that's ever going to be in my life is going to be there because I want him to be there. And so it's about that feeling of achieving something for yourself. So money is incredible and it brings freedom and possibility, but it's about the journey and what it embodies, and the empowerment and the feeling of getting there. So again, it's totally okay to say, I want to earn more money, but dig into why you want to. And then when you've got that emotional attachment, that will literally be inside you every day, and you know, obstacles you'll just knock them out of the way. Okay. If something is negative, that is all perception. Okay, again, we touched on this before. Negativity is a choice. You have a choice of so if something happens to you, and we're going to talk about the circle of influence in a minute, and that's something that when I did my accelerated leadership training with Holly Baker last year, if any of you guys on here have done the accelerated leadership training, you will know that Holly trains on the circle of influence as well. And basically what that means is, if you draw a circle, we'll actually do it in a minute, but if you draw a circle, all the external factors, what you put in the outside circle, are external factors of what's going to happen in your life. So I don't know, for example, say you could still go out, you know, you were going out to work somewhere, you know, you get up, you spill your coffee on you, and then you stub your toe, and then you go to get on the bus, and somebody goes past you and they splash you in with water. Like, are you going to let that ruin your day? You could be of the mindset then, well, oh, you know, like, it's just a bad day. You have the choice. Those things have happened to you, but how you perceive them and how you choose to flip that on its head is you are going to determine how the rest of your day goes. So if something is negative, that is all in your mind's eye. It's all perception and how you take it. So the human brain has 80,000 thoughts a day. 80,000 thoughts a day on average. The human brain has 80,000 thoughts a day, and we live in a world of like digital distraction. There's always like something else going on. So it's so easy to sit down and think, right, you know, I'm going to work my business, and then before you know it, you're 2 hours later into scrolling through, looking at like funny cat videos or something like that, and you haven't actually got any of the work done that you intended to do. So if that's something that you feel is relevant to you and feels that's something that you can drop a little comment in the chat box below. If that is something, because I totally admit that I am guilty of that, or have been guilty of that in the past. Because being intentional is a really, really important factor in your network marketing business. So before we go any further, I should have said this earlier. If you've got like a notepad and pen with you, yes. If you've got your notepad and pen, wave it up so I can see you. I love this. I love that how everyone's on it. Right, okay. So if you've got your notepad and pen, I want you to think about, I've written like 10 things on here, but I want you to think about 5 things in life that are important to you. So 5 things that if you had like absolute time freedom and you had the ability to write your day, like what your perfect day would look like, 5 things that would be important to you. Like, what would your perfect day look like if you had the absolute choice and you had absolute freedom of time? You know, what 5 things would be important to you in your perfect day? So would it be spending time with your family, time with friends, reading a book, walking your dog, working out? These are obviously some of mine that I've written down. But what would be important to you? 5 things that you, if you could have like your dream day, you didn't, you know, you had absolute freedom of time, what 5 things would be important to you? Okay, and when you've written these down, it's really important as you go through again to have vision and focus in your business. These 5 things, just keep in your office, keep in your workspace, keep on your desk, or keep in your notebook, or keep in your diary, because these are the things that are important to you. Like, these are the things that make you. So for me, it was obviously was spending time with my family when I could, time with friends, working out, walking the dog, all these things. So these are the things that make you. So you have to remember those things at all times. Take away all the digital distractions and all the, you know, the things that go on in your world. And it's really important when you're thinking of your why, like what is important to you. Okay, so next thing, if I'm going too fast or anything, just like tell me to slow down, because obviously I'm trying to, I've literally got pages of notes. And right, okay, so these 5 things that we've written here as well, these are the things that make you. And these are the things that when you're sharing your information on social media, these are the things that are going to make you. Some of you may have seen us talk about this before. And when you're posting on your social media, and we talk about attraction marketing and being authentic, you need to share things that are important to you. So that is what is going to attract people into your business. So these basically, the things that are important to you in your absolute freedom of time, are the core things that make you. So, you know, post about your dog if you have a dog, or your children, or your family, because, you know, this is a relationship building business, and that's what makes you authentic. Okay, so next thing, where focus goes, your energy is going to flow. So if you, again, this comes back to what you surround yourself with, and we're going to touch that on in a minute. If you focus your time and where you spend your focus is where your energy is going to go. So if you focus your time getting involved in like drama and gossip and he said, she said, and she did this, that is where your energy is going to go. If you go onto social media and you see somebody's put a post up ranting and raving, and you get involved in that, and this person comments on this, and before you know it, you are 45 minutes in, you've done no work, and again, your energy, you're going to feed off that energy. So where focus goes, energy flows, was the quote that he used. So you need to, your social media feed, you need to be following people that inspire you and that, you know, make you want to be a better person and make you want to be a better entrepreneur. You can totally unfollow people without like unfriending them. They can still be your friend on Facebook, but if you find yourself getting like involved in their petty drama and it's taking your really precious energy, you need to unfollow that, like these people, because you want to be focusing on dreams, not drama. That was another one. There was loads of quotes flying around on Saturday, and I do love a quote. So you want to be focusing on dreams, not drama. Okay, Honestly, I'm trying to like obviously pick out the best bits. So how do I want to interact? Right, wherever you go, or whenever you have conversations. So again, this is all to have like success and level up your business this year. Wherever you go, there wants to be evidence that you've been there. So again, that's talking about energy. So whether that's in a conversation, whether that's been on the phone, whether that's speaking to a teammate, whether that's been on a call, you want to leave somebody with a feeling that you've been there. So wherever you go, you need evidence that you've been there, again, by being your most authentic self. So what skills do you need to know to learn and develop this? When you're writing your goals, you want to be writing your goals not for the life that you've got now, or you know, the way that your business is now. When you're writing your goals, you want to be writing your goals for the person and the entrepreneur and the level in your business that you want to become. Okay, you don't want to be writing goals that are like for where you are now. You want to be writing goals that sound absolutely flipping crazy to you right now. Because if you write your goals on where you are right now, you're never going to achieve them. You're never going to step out of your comfort zone. So you might have heard the term SMART goals. Again, he said really these are like dumb goals. He said, because you're giving them a time frame on them. You want to be writing goals for like where you want to be in 5 years, in 10 years, because you need to be stepping out of your comfort zone. And confidence comes from doing the reps. You know, there's no shortcut to success in this business. The only way you get better at doing something is by doing it, and by doing it again, and by doing it again, and by doing it again, and by doing it again. Repetition is the mother of all skill. If you want to get better at something, you just have to do it more. And that is how confidence grows. Every single person that now does a live video that you might look at and think, oh, you know, that it just looks so easy, has done their first live video like 2 years, 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and they were really scared and really nervous. And for me, sat in my car outside Harry's playgroup, like he's 9 now, so I don't know, 7 years ago, and I was shaking and stuttering and didn't know what to say. But the more you do something, you get better. So confidence comes from competence, and you just have to do the reps. There is no shortcut to success in this. The only way to get better at doing something is by doing it. Okay, take a breath, Laura. What I want you to do now is I want you to pick 3 words that you are making a decision tonight as you go into 2021 that are going to define you this year. What words? So I'll let you know what mine were. So mine were limitless, passionate, inspiring, and positive. So I've said 3 words, but I've written 4. But what 3 words are you going to make a decision that you are going to level up to be in your business and the person that you want to be in 2021? You don't have to tell me, you don't have to share them on here, but again, just write them down so you've got them as a point of reference going forward into the year. And when you're having a bit of a wobble, which everybody does, then these are the words that you need to have in your mind or in your vision, and these are going to be your words for 2021, and these are totally personal to you. Okay, so I'll just give you a second while you write those down. Okay, so has everybody got their words? Right, okay. When you, I'm trying to think where out, because these are all a bit jumbled up. So we're gonna talk about the circle of influence again. So we actually wrote down, so if I just show you here in my notebook, he actually made us write down a circle. So your outside circle, these are your external influences. So if you want to, if you've got a notebook, write a little, mine was a little bit too small, but draw a little circle in the middle of your page, and then draw a massive big circle around the edge. Okay, and this is the circle of influence. And your external, like big circle, these are things that happen in your life that you have absolutely zero control over. And then your internal is what you do have control of. And the human race naturally fall into the default mechanism of letting the external circumstances impact them. And it's actually the internal circle, it's what goes on in the internal circle that is going to dictate how your future goes, how your business goes, how your life goes. So to have success, you know, in 2021 and beyond, and level up your business, you need to start focusing on the internal circle, the things that you can focus on. So the examples that were given on at the weekend were, you know, the weather, the government. We have no control over what the government are doing at the moment, other people's reactions to you when you're running your business. But what you actually have control over are your thoughts, are your feelings, are your actions or your reactions to how people respond, you know, how you are going to choose to deal with the situation that we're in at the moment, everything. So all the external things are what we as a human race naturally focus on, and if you can work on focusing on the things that are internal, that's definitely going to move you forward this year. Okay, right. And we've written here, you are not tired, you're uninspired. So if you're struggling in your business, it's time to get inspired. You know, we all have the same opportunity with this business. It's just finding your inspiration. You need to have a strong circle of influence, and you need to be your own inspiration. He's written here, so in the business, professionals get paid like professionals, amateurs get paid like amateurs. If you treat your business like a bit of a hobby that you can't be bothered, not can't be bothered, but you know, you dip into that's absolutely fine if that's what you want out of it. But that's if you want to take it forward and you want to progress and you want to grow an organization and you want to increase your income, you need to make the decision and literally go all in and literally go, how do we zoom so you're bigger? Oh, I don't know. Oh, hang on, I'll try and put it on the screen again. It's just a circle like this. Okay. Success is down to habits, and it's down to high performance habits again. And what was being shared and what I'm now sharing with you guys is habits of high performance people. I read a book actually before I even got involved. In fact, I'm going to get it. Hang on. I actually read this book before I even got involved in network marketing. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Powerful Lessons in Personal Change. Now, Dan actually read this book when he was starting out in the sales world, and that's how I read it. So I actually read this before I got involved in network marketing, and this totally touches on all this stuff that was mentioned on Saturday. And it was a little bit of a light bulb moment because I was like, oh my God, this stuff works. This stuff's been around for years. This isn't just mumbo jumbo that somebody's making up to train. This is actually works. So powerful lessons in personal change. And this is high performance habits. To have success in this world or in this business, it's down to the habits that you choose to take on board. Let me just close the door, sorry. So you do not, to have success in network marketing, you do not have to be the most intelligent person in the room. Very clearly, I 100% hold my hands up. I know I am not the most intelligent. I did all right at school. You know, I've had loads of different jobs over the years. I'm not a lawyer or a scientist or a doctor or anything like that. You do not have to be the most intelligent person in the room, okay? You need to be committed and you need to be consistent. You need to be passionate. Another quote that I love is, I say this all the time and I forget it all the time. It's ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. You don't need to be the most intelligent. You don't need to memorize the workstation. You don't need to learn everything to a T and learn all these systems. If you're not passionate, that passion is what is going to drive you forward. Passion, commitment, and consistency. Successful people copy habits and traits of other successful people in their own authentic way. So you might have heard the term success leads I'm struggling to do year 4. I'm clearly not the most intelligent. Yeah, hello. If it's maths, that's Daddy's area. If it's English, I'm all good. So success leaves clues, and it is absolutely, totally 100% true. Without realising it, that is totally what I know I've embodied, and other leaders and other people that have progressed in this business. You take inspiration from people that have done it and gone, right, well, if they've done it, what do they do to get there? You know, you would never take, I don't know, I'm just thinking of an example. You'd never take like mortgage advice from your window cleaner, or you'd never take like dental advice from, I don't know, your dog groomer. Like, find people that are successful and that are doing what you want to do. And I don't mean copy them as in like, as a carbon copy, but look at the skills and the things that they you know, the skills that they possess and what they do, and basically do that in your own authentic way. So success leaves clues. It's not rocket science, but it's really important that you do it in your most authentic way. Okay, we've written here, laser focus and absolute clarity on goals. Again, if you don't know what you want, how are you ever going to get it? It's not going to feel fun every day. There are going to be hard times. There are going to be challenges, like we said earlier, but it is all part of the process. Step into your inner queen or king. This was the next thing that was talked about. So if you don't believe in yourself, okay, how is anybody else ever going to believe in you? And I'm talking about customers when you're talking about the products, or, you know, potential teams when you're talking about the business opportunity. If you don't believe, and Beyonce was quoted here, if you don't believe in your inner queen or king, then how is anybody else ever going to believe in you? And that's what you need to do, because deep down inside of you, you have your inner queen. And it's not about being fake in this business, because it's actually really not. It couldn't be further from the truth. It's about being authentic and being yourself. But you know, everybody has days where they, you know, they could think, oh, I can't be bothered today. But you know, you put on your crown and you go, right, I'm getting to work. Just like you put your face on, put your makeup on, put your smile on, get the work done, and it's all part of the process. And look, I'll show you the next bit. We actually had to draw a little diagram, and there's my crown. We actually had to draw, there's me and a queen, there's my stick person. So yeah, put on your crown, find your inner queen, and show up to your business. If you want to have success, again, like we said earlier, this beautiful jigsaw, show up to your business. Even on the days where you feel a bit rubbish and you can't be bothered, get your crown out, put it on, get your business head on, and then when you're done, they actually talked about like flicking the switch. A bit like Beyonce has got this like alter ego, like Sasha Fierce. You know, she shows up, she's Beyonce, she's on stage, and then she comes off and she goes home and she spends time with her family. It's a little bit the same in network marketing, you know. You can be, Kerry Gray, I actually have a crown. Of course you do, Kerry. Can you come and bring it when you take my photographs? Yeah, do you have a, okay, so I'm going to look at questions at the end because I will get distracted. So I promise 100% I will come back and answer them. So you put on your crown and you show up, you flick the switch, you know, you put your business head on, and then you get to work. Okay, if you continue to show up, so I get a little bit like the Albert Einstein quote that was read, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you want a different result, you've got to do different things. So if you're not getting where you are, where you want to be in your business right now, or if you're continuing to show up as you are and you're not getting what you want, you're going to get the same results. Like, you have to change something. So not all the time, just switch on your inner king or queen when you're in business mode. Okay, so right, if you've got your pad and pen or pencil, I'd like to draw a little stick person like I just showed you. There we go. What's the time? I want to try and keep an eye on the time. Put your crown on. Put your crown on top. Kerry's actually got her crown. I'm totally taking a picture of this right now. Right, everyone's smiling, wave at Kerry's crown. Give me a wave. Oh my God, I absolutely love it. Kerry, why? I love that you have got a crown, but why have you got a crown? Unmute yourself a second. Oh, can I unmute you? Hang on. There you go.
It's a photography prop.
Oh, of course it is. Right.
Yeah.
Love it. We
It's
only
so gorgeous. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my God.
Oh, amazing. Oh, I love it. Thank you, my love. Right. Okay. So if you've got your diagrams, right? What I want you to do now is draw some little arrows off your diagram and think of some words that embody your inner queen or king and are going to drive you forward in business. So just to give you a few examples of the ones I wrote down. So hardworking, disciplined, focused, etc., etc. So some attributes of your inner queen or king that you think would drive you forward in your business, or things that are important to you that are going to make you show up as your best self and the best version of yourself. And one of the things that, you know, I did write down as well is to be, you know, is to be in in good condition. Like, if you're not, another reason why I work out is to give me a healthy mind. But if you're not feeling your best, like mentally, you're not going to show up the best to your business. Drinking lots of water, that was another thing that was shared, because we're actually made up of like 75% water. If you're not drinking enough water, you're dehydrated, therefore your brain's dehydrated, therefore you're not working to the best of your ability. So all these things, again, come into play. So now you've got your words, guys. Again, no pressure, but if you're happy to, if you want to unmute yourself and share some of the words that you feel are important, Wendy. Relentless, resilient, and focused. Absolutely love that, darling. Thank you. So either hold it up on the screen, or if you want to unmute yourself and share some of the words that you think is going to drive your business forward in 2021. Caitlin, what have we got? Hang on, I'm going to unmute you, hon, because I can't. Oh, I think you might need to unmute yourself. It's bottom left-hand corner. Don't worry. Okay, hold them up again. Oh, I'll tell you what, write them in the chat and I'll read them out. We'll get there. We'll get there one day, guys. I actually have a crown, of course. Amazing. So what words in the chat, and I'll just read them out. Innovative, resilient, organised. Love that. Successful, hardworking, motivated, kind, amazing. That's really important, Tina. That's going to make you show up as the best version of yourself, because kindness matters, because what you put out into the universe comes back to reward you. Authentic, passionate, healthy, confident. Love that. Doing your yoga, Kirsty. Love that. Successful, caring, focused, happy. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Supportive, kind, hardworking, determined. So again, brave, confident, passionate, creative, happy, organised, motivated, persistent, hardworking, enthusiastic, positive. Sleep, very important. Once you've got sleep waxes, we'll be all over that. Okay, strong mind, not body. Exactly. A bit of everything, but it's what's important to you and is what is going to make you show up as the best version of yourself. So again, these are all so unique and so personal, but it's a really good exercise to do. Okay. Next quote coming out, okay? Action takers are money makers. If you want success in this business, you can watch all the trainings and you can learn all the things, but if you don't put those things into action, you are not going to get the results in this business. What we're saying here: encouraging, healthy, and confident. Love that, Lace. Okay. You need to be focused on continuous improvement every single day. This is not oh, you get to a certain level and you stop and you're done. To have real massive success in this industry, you have to be constantly improving, like working on improving your personal development and improving yourself. Hence why, you know, I did this course on Saturday so I could then come and share that with you guys. Hence why I'm continuing to work this year with James Lavelle, but there's loads of, like I said the other day, one of my absolute life goals is to fly to America, to fly to Los Angeles and to go to a Tony Robbins event. They're like 2 weeks. And honestly, that just gives me absolute fire. I'd love to say I can do that in the next couple of years and I can come, you know, because whether that's, and I'm not saying everyone has to get on a plane and fly to America. That's been one of my goals for absolute years. But reading, you know, like we've said loads of times, listening to podcasts, reading, be obsessed with like continuous improvement, because this isn't just you get to a certain level. And I sent it to specific people by accident. Oh, don't worry, my love. You need to be showing up as a level 10 friend, a level 10 leader, a level 10 wife, a level 10 consultant, because level 10 is what is going to get you the results that you want to get if you want to level up your business this year. So it's all interlinked. This is what we were talking about earlier, how it's all interlinked. Everything that we've talked about, it might take a while for this to become apparent, because I totally know it did for me. I've sat on trainings like this in the early days and I did think, oh, okay, like that sounds, but it's not until I started living it, embodying it, you know, embracing it, doing all the things, putting all the things into practice that I'd been taught to do. And then, you know, things start to change and your mindset starts to change and you deal with situations differently and results starts to come and you're like, oh my God, like there's something in this. So it's all interlinked. And coming back to what we said earlier, I know I jumped to this earlier, but it was like people that want to be truly successful in this business care about more than money. The money is an incredible driving force for a lot of people in this industry, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying that, you know, you want to earn more money to create a better life of financial freedom for you and your family. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but it's about what that can bring you, not about the material things. So enjoy the journey of continued improvement. Next thing, energy over education every time. So that's what we touched on earlier. You can be the most educated person who's read every network marketing book, but if you don't put that into play with energy and passion and excitement and enthusiasm, that is what is going to drive your business forward. Okay, show up with energy, make people feel good about themselves, and show up for yourself. What was actually written is show up for your goddamn self. Show up for you to be the best version of you, and then that will roll out into your business. This business is about making people feel good about themselves, and like we said earlier, they leave you with a feeling that they want to come back for more, whether that's as a customer or as a team member. Right, before we move on to that, am I going too fast? Is everyone all right? I feel like I need a bit of water. Oh. Honestly, I came off this thing on Saturday and we took the kids down the park, and Dan kept going, are you all right? And I was just like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait to share this with the team. Okay, so the next thing that was mentioned was surround yourself with winners. Get around people that want you to succeed. You become, and I'm sure you've probably all heard this loads of times, you become the product of the 5 people that you spend your most time with. So you need to surround yourself with positive, motivated, inspiring people that want you to succeed in life. Because if you spend your time or your conversations on a day-to-day basis with people that bring you down, that like to moan, that are going to like bring down your energy, that is going to have a direct impact on you and your life. Better to be alone than in bad company. And I'm talking about people that are like gonna, I may leave my few. I'm not suggesting that at all. But obviously in a business sense and in life, you know, people that want you to succeed and people that want you to do, and I'm sure your fiance does want you to succeed and do well in life. But one of the examples that was given on the call, because there was a couple of leaders come on as well, and this has totally happened in my life as well, and it's not a, but it is the honest truth. What one of the girls talked about on Saturday was that she had somebody in her life that she'd known since primary school. She kind of thought that she was a friend, and you know, when she started to have success and maybe wasn't going down the pub every weekend and getting drunk and wanting to stay in and work on herself and her business, and that's her life and that's her choice, you know, these people didn't like it, and she's like, no, they're not in my life anymore, because ultimately it's my life and my choice and my, you know, it's my life. And one of the quotes that I absolutely love is, you know, I used to care what people thought about me until I tried to pay my bills with their opinions. And it is absolutely so true. Other people's opinions do not pay your bills, and other people do not get to decide where you go in life. This is something that honestly and truly, I could like do a whole training on this, because it absolutely breaks me when all people are doing is try to better themselves and go after their dreams. And it's like that crabs in a bucket mentality, you know, you know, if you ever saw a crab in a bucket, right, when you was a kid at the beach, and one of the crabs was like trying to crawl out, all the other crabs are like trying to pull them back and like pull them back in the bucket. And it is so true. Like 9 times out of 10, it is their insecurities. They're trying to project their insecurities, that they're not brave enough to go after what they want, and they will try and pull you down. So you need to surround yourself with winners. You're going to have to let go of some dead wood, was one of the quotes on here. Okay, go after your dreams, not drama. So focus on your dreams and not drama. Eagles don't chill with pigeons was another quote at the weekend, and success is within you. If you are comfortable in your business, or if you're comfortable, it is a problem. You need to have success in this industry. You need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yes, this resonates with me so much. Yes, Kerry Green, I know it does after the conversation we've had this week, my love. It is so true. And there is somebody that was in my life when Harry was little, and I won't go into the ins and outs and whys and wherefores, but I 100% know I've never been unkind to anyone intentionally. If I have, I would always apologise. But there was somebody in my world that clearly just didn't need to be there anymore, took a disliking to what I was doing in network marketing, and I very kindly just said, look, clearly I think our friendship has come to the end of the road, and yeah, that didn't go down too well with her, unfortunately, but she's not part of my life anymore, and that's absolutely fine because she didn't need to be there. Anyway, 7 reasons why, and I've not moved on from that quickly because I don't want that to come across as a negative. What I mean is, it is your life, it is your choice who is there. Like, I'm sure we're all the same. Look, I barely have time to spend time with the people that I want to spend time with. Never mind spending time with people or my precious energy with people that are going to try and drag me down. So, like, why would you do that? So, it's your energy and your sanity, I guess, is too precious. Okay, next topic. I'm going to try it. Well, all right, okay. 7 reasons. So again, this is from the science. So Brendan Burchard is, if you want to Google Brendan Burchard, I'll try and find some of his YouTube trainings afterwards and share him into the group. This is where, these are from his findings over years of studying high performance people. So 7 reasons why people don't achieve their goals in life. Okay, they don't link to their future identity. So they link their goals on the person that they are now. So you need to identify with the person that you want to become. So that dream life that we talked about earlier, if you could literally close your eyes and imagine like where your ideal house would be, like what car you'd be driving, what people you'd be spending your time with, what you would do for a living, all those things. When you close your eyes and you've got those like crazy big dreams, you need to start to identify with that person, because that's the person that's going to drive you towards your goals. 2, they don't set goals. Oh, sorry, they set goals on who they are. This is what we referenced earlier. They set goals on who they are today rather than who they want to be. Okay, so you need to set, if you want to have massive success in this industry, you need to set big, crazy, absolutely mental goals. Like, you want your goals, and Wendy is on here. Where's she gone? I've lost her. This is something, I'm sure you all know of Ant Middleton. I follow Ant Middleton on Instagram. I've read his books, the SAS guy. This is something that he put up on Instagram a couple of months ago, and I texted Wendy and I was like, oh my God, this is so true. You need to literally, and this is something he said, he's like, when I tell people in life what I want to achieve, he was like, they literally tell me I'm insane. And he went, and I know if people are telling me I'm insane, then I'm onto a winner, because Wendy has lost her internet connection. Oh no, Wendy's my little Ant Middleton confidant. So when you set your goals, you need to be setting like crazy massive goals. Think goals that seem absolutely bonkers to you right now, because that's what's going to drive you. You need goals that excite you, that bring you passion, that are going to make you push forward and step out of your comfort zone, because that's how you grow. So you need to be setting big, crazy, like mental goals. Okay. The opportunity. What did this mean? Hang on. Not decided if the cost is worth it. Make it a priority. Okay, right. People don't achieve their goals. Okay, I know what this means. Is they maybe, how can I put this into words? They maybe can't be bothered, or they decide it's not important enough to them. I'm going to try and articulate this as I've made my notes. So to get to where you want to be in life, it is going to cost you your time. It's going to cost you your money. It's going to cost you your energy, and it's going to cost you your identity a bit. And what I meant by that was, you're going to have to be a little bit vulnerable. You're going to have to put yourself out there into the world. You're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. So it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you time, money, energy, and a little bit of your identity. And you need to decide whether that's worth it to you. So the reason people don't achieve their goals is because they decide that it's not a priority. They don't want to spend the time. They don't want to spend a bit of money. They don't want to spend their energy, and they don't want to step out of their comfort zone. So you need to decide whether it's a priority enough for you to step forward. So these are things: time, money, energy, and identity. Okay. Number 4, they give themselves low expectations. So if they're met with a challenge or something that they want to achieve, they'll say things like, oh, I'll give that a go. No. If you want to achieve things in this business or in life, you need to stop saying things like, I'll give it a go. You'll say, well, I'll make that happen. I'm not going to stop until I've achieved that goal. If I want 2,000 PRV this month, not, oh, I'll give it a go and see what happens. If you literally decide, right, I am not stopping until I've got 2,000 PRV this month, you will do everything in your power to make that happen. So they give themselves low expectations. Number 5, the circle of influence, which we talked about earlier. They focus on the external, not the internal. You may not be intentional, but you need to remember that this is your life. This is something that I just want to talk about really quickly, which is a bit of a side off that note here. If you really, 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 honestly and truly want to have success in this business and in your life, you need to remember this. I sound like I'm on, like, this is your life, but this is your life. Like, we're not coming back. You're not getting a second chance. You're not getting a rerun. This isn't a dress rehearsal and then you get another chance. This, here and now, what we are living is your life. And do you want to look back in 20 years and think, oh, what would have happened if I'd just tried that, or if I just, you know, maybe pushed a bit harder for that, or I'd maybe done that? You don't get any second chances on this planet. So you need to remember, like, this is the one opportunity that you get. And like, what's the worst that can happen if you go all in? Okay. Number 6, lack of daily prioritizing. People live on impulse and not intention. Now, I totally 100% admit I am a massively impulsive person. I wouldn't have like moved out when I was 18 and told my dad I was just going to go get a job working in a hotel at the other side of the country, and he was like, no, you're not. And I went, yeah, I am, I've already got a job, see you later. He did help me move, I must just add, after we had a bit of an argument about it. But and then, you know, I've always like kind of followed my gut more than my head, which I don't actually think is a bad trait, but it has to also be followed up with a little bit of prioritizing, because definitely now, and you know, the world that we're in at the moment especially, if there wasn't a little bit of prioritizing in your day, like, I'm sure the day would just absolutely fall apart. So lack of daily prioritizing, to the point of scheduling in procrastination. So everybody likes to sit and have a scroll on Facebook, or, you know, do that, but schedule that into your day. Like, I literally, probably shown you this before, but I literally live by this list book. Every single day I get up and I make a list of jobs. They're not all ticked. I know, I'll hold that up. I literally make a list of jobs every single day for the week, of what I want to get done, because it just helps me focus on what I want to achieve. Okay. And these were the examples that he gave on Saturday. So better sleep, hydration, so scheduling in these things which are important. So if you, hang on a sec. Oh no, sorry, this is the next point. You need to look at what is important to you, to raise your energy levels. They don't focus on themselves. They just kind of like dilly-dally through the day, for want of a better word. So you need to focus on better sleep, on better hydration, otherwise you're dehydrated. Analyze the food that you eat, because if you're we all know if you eat rubbish, you feel rubbish. You know, it's about your relationships, the people that you surround yourself with, we've already touched on that, and your routines and your environment, again, the people that you surround yourself with. You cannot be successful in life if you have like a negative energy around you all of the time. It's just never going to happen. So again, it's about the bigger picture. Love the Mrs. Hinge book. I know, I just thought, well, I know it's not a network marketing book, but it's got lists in it. Okay, let me see where. We've talked about that, keeping your energy high. If you feel crap, if you feed yourself crap, you'll feel crap. If you're not grateful, gratitude. I've still got literally pages, but I'm going to try and, right, okay. Awareness is the first step to change. Okay, so do not leave your future to randomness. Actually make those goals. See, a lot of this kind of intertwine. Make those goals and don't leave it to randomness, okay? So awareness is the first step to change. You have to, if you want to make changes and want to make progression this year, you need to be aware of the things that are not working and make a definitive decision to change them. So awareness is the first step to change. You won't be in complete balance all the time. It's always going to be a work in progress, but being aware of the things that you need to change is what is going to move you forward. Okay. Keep your energy high. We've touched on that. Okay, gratitude. I talked about this a little bit really quickly when I was in the van at the weekend. Gratitude is it's a skill that is practiced by high performance achievers in life. So 1, don't let your past define your future. Everybody's got a past. You can literally wake up tomorrow and go, do you know what? I'm not going to let those past habits, past experiences have a negative effect on how I move going forward. No one's here to save you. You've got to save yourself. I have to look forward to making my daily list. Absolutely love it, hon. You have to have a high performance mentality. Keep your energy high, and be grateful. So basically, if you like, gratitude is such a practicing gratitude is such a powerful emotion and a powerful practice, because if you're not grateful now for what you have, how is having more material things going to make you more grateful? You need to be grateful. And if you're struggling when you get up, so when you get up in the morning, just thinking of like 3 things that you're grateful for that day. And if you're struggling, and take it down to as deep as this, if you're struggling for something to be grateful for, the fact that you woke up today, you've got breath in your body, you've got legs that work, you've got eyes that can see, you've got a roof over your head, you've got food in your fridge, you've got heating. There are millions and millions of people around the world that don't have that luxury. And it is, honestly, you might have heard the term, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. And I honestly 100% truly believe that. And if you haven't read, I can't find it, but there's a brilliant book. I'm sure it might be a film. I know The Secret has been made, but The Magic, it's quite a short book, but if you haven't read The Magic, I really, really recommend reading that. What's that say? Start with gratitude. Yes, I love that. I've got this book, somebody's saying that. Brilliant. It's just such a powerful book. Okay. If something isn't working, change it. It's not about how good you are. And these are obviously notes that I was taking, again, relevant to our industry. It's not about how good you are now, it's about how good you want to be. So you need to be coachable, because over your network marketing journey, whether it's your sponsor, whether it's another leader, whether it's somebody that you work with, whether it's somebody that you pair up with as an accountability buddy, they're going to call you out sometimes on your behaviors. And if you're not coachable to be open-minded enough to take things on board rather than taking them personally, you're never going to grow as a person. I've totally had people, you know, along my journey say, oh, you know, maybe that wasn't great, maybe you shouldn't. And I'm like, brilliant. Compliance is a perfect example. I've had loads of emails from compliance. Never once did I think, oh, who's grassed me up. It's like, oh, brilliant. Okay, thanks for the heads up. I won't do that again. That's going to help in my business. So again, you have to be coachable and you have to be accountable for your actions. If you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. This business is a journey. It's not a destination. It's always an ever evolving journey. Okay. Oh, and applied knowledge and applied action. So you can say action gets results, but it's actually applying that knowledge and putting things into action that's going to get the results. Okay, I'm going to try and, right, we're nearly done. Oh my God, I haven't obviously done every single point on this page, but make a decision, make a declaration to what you want to achieve, write it down and look at it every single day. You need to have your goal for the year or for the next 6 months up in front of you. We've talked about vision boards. We're not going to, you know, train on that fully now, but that's why having a vision, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand, and having your vision, your decision, your declaration in front of you every single day is gonna, when you're having them wobbles, it's gonna help you move forward in your business. It will bring you clarity, and it will help you move forward. What else have we got to finish on here? You have to value yourself, and when it comes to leadership, so if you're a leader and you've got a team, when it comes to leadership, you have to step when people step. So what does that mean? You have to work with the people that want to work. As your organisation grows and your numbers grow, it has to be a two-way street. You can never in this business do the business for somebody else. It has to be a 50. So you work with the people that give you the energy back, that want to learn. You cannot, all you can ever do as a leader in this business is inspire. You can never ever motivate somebody. That motivation has to come from within them. You know, you might have heard the term, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So as a leadership skill, you need to understand that you can let that affect your personal journey, because people will have to want to help themselves as well. Work with the people that want to work. Okay. Right. So he talked about morning routines, but I'd say that's another training on its own. Okay. So think about the number one goal in network marketing. So this is kind of what I finished on, and this is what I'm going to wrap it up on, and then we will have some questions. The number one goal in network marketing to have a successful network marketing business is to make an income whilst making an impact. And if you can get those two in sync, you're absolutely golden. So I'm going to breathe and have a little bit of water. Please feel free to unmute yourself if you've got any questions, or pop them in the chat, or if there's anything you want to ask, or anything. And if not, we will wrap them up. So has anybody got any questions on microphone, first of all, if anybody wants to unmute themselves?
Sorry,
No,
to be
sorry, who's that?
Kerry.
Hello.
Hello, lovely. Looking gorgeous as ever.
Oh, bless.
I was talking about me. No, I'm joking. There was a bit that I missed, I think, where you did a diagram. So I drew a picture of myself wearing a crown with my camera. I didn't actually get that bit. Can you just do that again for me, just quickly?
Yeah, definitely. So basically, draw the person, that's you, and then put your crown on. And then what words would you associate with you having success? What words do you feel would bring you success in your business? So, so mine was, where's mine? So
yeah, I said mine, didn't I?
So like enthusiasm, persistence, passion, all those things, and you put those off as like spider diagrams. Emma, you have seen, I've seen you say what books. Actually, Carey, if you're on here, you asked me this yesterday as well. I've got them on here. Hang on. Right, these are genuinely, honestly and truly, these are just a handful of the ones I've read over the last 4 years. I've got some more in a box upstairs. Girl Code, this is a really, I'll try not. So Girl Code, which is by Cara Alwill-Lieber, Success, Sanity and Happiness for the Female Entrepreneur. That's a really good one. And that's really short as well. I read that in like a couple of days. So that's a really good one. Where's the other one of these? Girl Wash, oh my God, we all know how much I love Rachel Hollis. Girl Wash Your Face, another absolutely brilliant one. And then the follow-up one to that one is Girl Stop Apologising. If you don't follow Rachel Hollis on Instagram, you 100% need to. Rachel Hollis is a live out loud leader with a heart for helping women tenaciously chase their purpose and dreams without apology. Okay, No Hibbert's not here, but Just Effing Do It by No Hibbert, who obviously came in and spoke in Inspiration Station. She's another brilliant one. I don't quite know what's happened to the front of that one. Maybe the dog's got hold of it, but that's quite a famous book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's really good. What else have we got here? This one, oh my God, absolutely love this one. You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. And when I looked a couple of weeks ago on the works online, that was like £2 or something. So I don't know if it's still there. But yeah, get on Amazon if not and have a little look. That's another really, really, in fact, I remember reading this one in our old house and literally like shouting out chapters of the book going down like, oh my God, this is so powerful. So yeah, that's a really good one. Some of these are not necessarily relevant to Scentsy. Right, this one, Start With Why, by Simon Sinek. He does a lot of TED Talks. Simon Sinek is another, he does a lot of TED Talks. How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action. This was the book that was part of our accelerated leadership training with Holly. Mary Christensen, How to Be a Direct Selling Superstar. She's got a whole like range of these. There's like How to Be a Network Marketing Leader, and Heidi and Orville are actually quoted on the back of this book. Rarely does a book provide insight into both the rich tradition and the bright future of direct selling. Mary nailed it. Every person interested in entrepreneurial success should read this book. Heidi and Orville Thompson. So that's a really good one. And the last couple are not necessarily. Oh, The Slight Edge. Actually, this one is. I don't know why, but I've got 2 copies of this book here. But The Slight Edge, Turning Simple Disciplines into Massive Success. So that's another really good one. And the last one I'm going to show you before we wrap up is Gemma Owens brought me this when I hit Star Director. Good Vibes, Good Life. How Self-Love is the Key to Unlocking Your Greatness in Life. And that's written by a guy called Vex King. I read that in Ibiza last year when Finley was tiny and we flew out to Ibiza when he was like teeny tiny, which seemed like a crazy idea with a newborn baby, but it was actually really good because he actually slept, and I did actually get to read a little bit when he was asleep in the morning. I'm currently reading The Fear Bubble, sadly not having as much time as I would like. Yeah, and this is the thing. It's what we were saying about like prioritizing these things. Like, I don't have hours and hours and hours to read, obviously, now, but I'll try and every now and again just like read a chapter or listen to an audiobook, or while I'm like sorting the washing or while I'm driving, listen to, you know, even just short chapters here and there can help. So, guys, I think I want to wrap this up. Reading Atomic, I've read that one as well. That's upstairs. That's, yeah, really, really good book. Atomic Habits. I can't remember who wrote that one, but yeah, Atomic Habits is a really good one. Who said that one? Howard? I'm going to try and find audiobooks. Can you recommend any podcasts? I'll be honest, Kerry, I haven't listened to a lot of podcasts, if I'm honest. I'm normally just like a YouTube audiobook kind of gal. I probably should. Dan listens to podcasts all the time. Probably not Scentsy.
Laura,
yes?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Rachel Hollis does a really good podcast.
Oh, does she?
Yeah,
Does she have
really
a
good.
husband still?
No, they're divorced, I think.
Oh yeah. I knew that as well.
Yeah, she spoke about it in the last podcast I listened to, but she's really good. Rachel Hollis, yeah.
There we go. So Rachel Hollis, who wrote Girl Wash Your Face. But I'm going to wrap this up, guys, because I've talked to you for like over an hour now. So thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope it was helpful. It has recorded, so I will share the recording of this to the group. Thank you for being so amazing, all of you. You're absolutely just living the best team ever. And I'm so, oh, sorry, last one, because I don't remember this being really powerful. Again, really short book, but the 4 colour personalities for MLM, the secret language for network marketing. So whether you're speaking to customers or to teamies, everyone's got a different colour personality, and that's really, and then obviously that's going to affect the type of conversations that you're then going to have with them. So that's actually really, really interesting as well. Right, guys, I'm going to go because I'm actually losing my voice. But I've honestly really, really loved it. And I hope it was helpful. I hope you got something from it. And yeah, take care, and I will speak to you soon. See you later. Bye.